In this video, we're going to talk about nutrients. For those of you new to the channel, I'm Sean. I'm a prize winner in body transformation competitions. Specifically, I've twice featured on the 8-week transformation challenge as an example of what's possible, fat loss and muscle gain wise, in just 8 weeks. Let's get into it and look at the first nutrient. The only question is, how big should your caloric deficit be? When I prized in the 90-day transformation challenge, thousands of people entered. I came second. Paul Rivella and myself, we had a conversation at the end, a sort of debrief, so to speak, where he said to me, that I lost the fat and I gained muscle. We call it recomposition, body recomposition. He said that I'd done that, and I did that at a 1,500 caloric deficit per day. Having enough protein makes sure you retain the muscle that you have, or even gain muscle. If you give enough stimulus through the exercise and the workouts you do, and you have enough protein, then you'll gain a bit of muscle. Whey protein is supplementation for protein, essentially. You need a very high amount of protein each day to retain the muscle or even gain a muscle. How are you going to get that amount? Well, one of the ways to help you is whey protein supplementation. About 20 grams of protein per shake. Creatine is the most studied supplement on the market. It's completely safe. Helps with recovery after exercise. Also ATP energy to your muscles, so you have more energy during your workouts. HMB is the third element that you put into your stack, whether it's a night stack or your training stack. The whey protein goes in, the creatine goes in, and then the HMB goes in. Those three elements during your workout, that's going to absolutely ensure your muscle repairs quicker and also doesn't break down. You're in a caloric deficit. Your body wants to get energy from somewhere. It's your job to make sure it doesn't get that energy from your muscle. HMB helps you do that. You're doing a cut, as we said before, you're losing fat, you're in a caloric deficit. You still want to retain or even gain muscle. So zinc is crucial for that purpose on the muscle side. Iron is all about blood. There are many other uses for iron in the body, but the one primarily that you have to focus on during your body transformation is getting enough nutrients to your muscles. That happens through the blood traveling to your muscles. Myoglobin and hemoglobin, they're both proteins, components of which is iron. When we talk about magnesium, it's again an element crucial for your muscles. Also in terms of energy production, another one that's crucial. And with these elements, I'm not going to give you a specific amount that you should have. So in this instance, magnesium, because it depends. It depends on your gender and it depends on your age. Okay, so potassium is an essential mineral. It's also an electrolyte. When you work out, you lose electrolytes. Even when you wake up in the morning, after sleeping, you've lost electrolytes. These must be replaced. Electrolytes are absolutely crucial in daily life, but when you're doing a body transformation as well. Vitamin A is essential for weight management. It turns white fat into brown fat, a process that's scientifically called browning. Good sources of vitamin A, you'll find that many of these overlap. So eggs will be good in vitamin A, for instance, and it's also good for protein. So continuing with the vitamins, we go to vitamin B2, essential for breaking down macronutrients, in particular carbohydrates and protein. Good sources of vitamin B2 would be your spinach, and again, we talked about overlap. Eggs again. Also there's salmon and tree nuts like almonds, absolutely excellent source of vitamin B2. Vitamin C is essentially an antioxidant. You want the antioxidants to stop muscle damage. So vitamin C is going to be essential for that. I found it's absolutely wonderful addition to my nutritional routine. Vitamin D, many bodybuilders will tell you, from the old days, get some sun after you work out, and there's something to that. The more vitamin D that you have, in my opinion, and there's research to support this, the more vitamin D you have, natural sunlight vitamin D, the more fat is going to be broken down in your body. Okay, so calcium in simple terms stops or reduces fat absorption in the gut. So your digestive system essentially is being prohibited from having too much fat. Now this nutritional element is called cherry complex. Now what I found when I do ketosis, for instance, is that purine levels, they go higher, which causes something called gout. Now if you're on ketosis, you may have experienced this too. So cherry complex specifically is for people following low carb. This nutritional element you can get in a tablet form as a supplement. The fish oil specifically is one of the few elements that provides things for your brain that nothing else can. Now, if your brain's functioning, everything else is functioning. So I would say fish oil supplementation is crucial when you're doing a body transformation or not. All the other areas we touched, from the muscle to the gut to blood flow. Now we look at the brain. The brain has to be healthy for everything else to be healthy. And fish oil enables a healthy brain. If you have a healthy digestive system, then everything else is going to be working properly. Apple cider vinegar enables a healthy digestive system. My tip here would be to have it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Now, I'm going to tell you this. If you're doing a body transformation, one of the things you have to be aware of, calories. We talked about that as number one. Liquids usually have a high amount of calories. You have a very small budget to play with. When you're doing a body transformation, think about it like a caloric wallet. You don't want to be spending your calories on drinkable calories. Dietary fiber is twofold. Firstly, the feelings of fullness. If you're feeling full, you're not going to desire more food. So that's going to limit and curb your caloric intake. Secondly, dietary fiber binds to fat. You can excrete more fat from your digestive system by having more fiber, because as I say, the dietary fiber binds to fat. If you want to like, comment, or subscribe, that's going to help me make more videos like this for you and potentially other people like you.